All right. Just got through working out, you know, and just thinking about today. I don't know what a low time or unmotivated day. I don't think about it when I'm doing when I'm just getting started into stuff, you know, or just getting back up from a fall. You don't think about the the days where you unmotivated and the thoughts that come into your mind and the feelings that you feel and the fear that you feel. Well, I don't think about it, and it's been a habit for me to, when my motivation is low and it's things that I know I need to do and I should do, but I don't do them. Excuse me. I don't know, you don't really just pay attention to what you thinking, like your thinkings and your feelings that's keeping you from doing that. So today I've been meditating, and just thinking about the decisions that I made today. And the first decision I made was to hit the snooze button at 4 o'clock because I didn't feel like getting out of bed. And then I hit it again at 7. Now, if my mama wouldn't have came in there by 7 something to grab the keys to get something out of my car, ain't no telling how long I would have been just laying in the bed. So I was so discouraged, you may say, unmotivated, because it didn't start today. I think it started a couple of days ago when I woke up Saturday morning. And I know that I'm supposed to be doing spiritual stuff, but I was so distracted with the business stuff, and I was just crossed between two worlds trying to figure out what to do. I was struggling. It took me forever to just make a decision on what I needed to do. And this has been a constant struggle of mine. Is just balancing out and making decisions on the things that I need to accomplish in life. It's very difficult and it's very hard, and I always try to do my best and stay motivated. So I'm getting distracted because man walking across picked up a stick against the dog, trying to get to him or something, but it don't matter. you know I just, back to what I was saying. Really, what I'm trying to get out is the thoughts that I was thinking was like, okay, man, let me tell you a situation I'm going through right now. This is very embarrassing to talk about, but if I don't talk it out, it probably wouldn't be no solution. So, and then it's good to show the low times and whatever journey you got, and then you see the highlights of it and how beneficial it is to just keep pushing through and taking a route that most people think is crazy or not the right way to go, or different. So, but anyways, so this is my situation. Last year, first of all, I always been a frugal person. Didn't care too much about materialistic things. At one point, but I made a mistake. Well, first of all, before I even get to that, so last year I was on my way to pick up my brother from work and just sit in traffic. I used to be good at traffic too. Traffic didn't bother me as much as it do now for some reason. I don't know why it bothers me more now. But anyways, sitting in traffic, waiting, relaxing, jamming my music in my old school Corolla. Yeah, I had an old 1995 Corolla. Yo, man, I love that car. I did all kinds of stuff on it, put music in it, put rims on it, deleted the muffler, but then I put it back on there because it make too much noise. I did a lot of stuff too. I love that car. I ain't had no car note to pay. Gas was cheap on it, and then, when it got me to working back home and other places too. And my dad was a mechanic, so when it was time to work on it, I worked on it with my dad. I was blessed in it to have that. But anyways, I was on my way to work. On my way to go pick up my brother from work. And then two people got into a car accident. While I'm just sitting there, traffic was stopped up. We're just sitting on the freeway. And then two people, on the, got into a wreck with each other. One ended up hitting the back of my car, and it's an old car, and totaled out the car. So now, I didn't have a lot of money saved up, but I had money saved up. But I ain't have enough to go get me a cash car, and I wanted something nice that's gonna last me, and I was motivated to do something, and I saw it as an opportunity to get something nice, but not, something that I can't afford, but something real nice. So I went, and then with Capital One, I was able to find somewhere where I could finance with Capital One. But at the time, my credit was started going low, so I couldn't really finance with them. But I still went to Kia because Capital One had sent me something to where I could finance or auto loan with them. But then it ended up I couldn't do it, so I had to find, get with my grandmother and blah blah blah. But anyways, I ended up getting a Kia, brand new 2023 Kia. And this was in June 2022 when I got it. Matter of fact, it had to been ordered, so they let me drive around in the, for I think it took a week for them to order it. So they let me drive around, Impala for that week, or Malibu, one of them. Anyway, I liked it. It had 10 on it. It was nice. But anyways, now that I got the car, I was still working in my warehouse job, which was paying pretty good, but I was working a lot, 10 hours a day, blah, blah, blah. But I was paying my car note and my bills and everything was okay for a little while. After I got the car, eventually moved to my own place. I had money saved up, so I was able to do all those things. But, getting this nice car, things kind of got to my head, They kind of got to me, and it made me think that I was somebody that I wasn't. And I started spending money and and just making bad decisions. Long story short is now I'm in a situation where I'm really struggling to even pay my car note, and now I got a check engine light to where I can't even go. I can't pick up speed too fast. My engine will overheat, And right now, I got 22 miles left before I run out of gas, and I ain't got no money to put. This is embarrassing to talk about, but it's real, And I want people to see this. 22 miles left in my car, and I only got $4 in my account. Now, the beauty of why I love doing DoorDash is after each time I end my dash, I get paid right then and there. So normally, that's what I would do. I would just, say forget it. If I got bills to pay, I'll use all my money in my car, even if the gas low. I'll go do a couple deliveries, get that money back, put the gas back in there, and keep doing deliveries until I got enough for that day. So, yeah, that's the situation now with the car. I got check engine light, which I cannot fix yet, warranty up, because I put so much miles on doing DoorDash. So, it's a love-hate situation with it. And, and I'm low on gas, but then I'm thinking about what I gotta do to what I gotta do to get out of this, and what I gotta deal with, you know, and I watch a lot of stuff that say, okay, forget your feelings and keep pushing. You're a man, and do those things. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Until that low time hitting, like, yeah, do you agree with it now? Be a man, get up, push yourself. And that's where it's like, dang, I gotta push myself. That's where it really hits. So, and that's how I'm feeling right now. Like, I gotta really put it into work. I really gotta. So, the moral of the story, really, what I'm trying to to help you appreciate, before you want to take this route of entrepreneurship, you want to take a route of doing things people don't normally do, making decisions, and think about the downtime, think about the rough times, think about the things that people are going to judge you for. Hey, Dad. Think about the things people are going to judge you for, and how, you got to push through that. There's going to be some times where you feel lonely, where you feel like what you doing, you should just quit. Matter of fact, life going to test you so much where you feel like you need to quit. And you're going to want to so bad. But on the other side of that, you get to live and you get to see a new you, a different part of you. And then you get to look back and say, okay, man, I pushed through that obstacle. I, was able to get through that. And then your confidence grows, each time. But then life gonna throw another one, and each time's gonna get harder and harder. But each time you push through it, the stronger you get. Each time you push through it, the stronger you get. Never forget that. Yeah. Each time you push through it, the stronger you get. The more confidence you will have in yourself, and the more you will feel like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. It's like a sense of motivation from within. Now you're ready to do more, ready to take more risks, ready to push more, ready to get out there, You don't really see too many people talk about the mindset of entrepreneurship, or the mindset of, building your own business. All they talk about is the results and the highlights of it. Really, what all the work goes into is the beginning stages of just pushing through over and over and over, and making it a constant, forest, and a constant battle, and just constantly just pushing through that and not giving up, and trying to make it work. You already have a set goal. You say you're gonna make it work no matter. Then it's like marriage. You're gonna make it work regardless of what life throws at it. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta be willing to be made fun of. You gotta be willing to. Majority of the people don't like you. You gotta be willing to deal with that. You gotta be willing to go through some pain, emotionally, mentally. You gotta, because it's always a good and a bad side of everything. So if you love making money, or if you love eating, at nice restaurants, love spending time with your family, and you want to grow your business because of those things, well, you better love the struggle, love missing out on sleep, love not getting results no matter how much work you put in the beginning. You better love the journey, the process, love the failures. You gotta love everything that comes with that, with that success. Because it's not all good. It's just that's just the way the world works. Once you understand that, that's the way the world works, then you're ready to have a long-term, stable business that's gonna be successful, and you get to live your life. You get to actually live your life and not somebody else's life, and doing things somebody else wants you to do, and having, the traditional lifestyle of, especially if you want your own business, the traditional lifestyle of, okay, waking up every morning, dragging yourself every morning to a job, that you do not like, finding yourself just unmotivated, and just, I don't know if you can hear the frustration in my voice, because that's where I was at one point, just dragging myself to work every morning, getting up at 4 something, getting to work, and just working 10 hours a day. And then I had like a leadership job there too, where I had to tell people to do stuff, and then I had to work with temps, people who weren't actually working at the job, and they wasn't, the most humblest people, and it was difficult to deal with them, But anyways, that was, and then I was doing all that hard work for a company that truly don't care about you, and making them more money while you putting your life on hold, or you putting your life second. It really don't make any sense to me, though. It really don't. I would rather work 10 hours, 12 hours for myself if I had to, or 24 hours, or, sleep 2 hours here, 1 hour there for myself, than work 10 hours for a job that don't care about you, that's draining your life and making you miserable every day. I don't care if I don't eat some days, I don't care if, some days, I look at my bank account and I don't have any money. I don't care about those things. What I truly care about, is living my life, waking up happy because I made a decision to be different. I made a decision to live my life, first of all, the way I want to, and not because my parents say you gotta live this way, my peers say you gotta live that way, or the world say you gotta live a certain way. I don't want to be like the world. I want to be different than the world, I want to be like my parents, because obviously their way of living ain't the best way, because they would be making money and doing their own business right now, living their life instead of miserable, complaining about what the job said or did, like I used to, But yeah, so that's what I'm having a hard time with. That's what I'm struggling with, is just being motivated to push myself today because of the situation I'm in. I keep looking at, okay, I don't have no money in my bank account, and then I gotta go out here and go way over here and deal with all this traffic to get there, and then when I get there, I gotta sit there and wait on a delivery, blah blah blah, and this and that, blah blah blah. But then I forget that if I did do that, what I would have? Money. if I did push through whatever I gotta go through to get it, I will have gas in my car, you know. And then I will have confidence in myself because I pushed through it. So today is a failure, but also a lesson learned that tomorrow when I wake up, don't hit the alarm clock, wake up. Don't hit the snooze button, wake up, get out the bed. First of all, that's the first decision right there. That's gonna promote more wins in my life. And then if I make it to the gym in the morning after I wake up, shoot, that's a whole nother life I done started right then and there. You know? So I gotta keep looking at those things. Matter of fact, I might watch this video a couple of times. Even though it's 20 minutes anyways, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how nobody feel. This is me, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you made it this far in this video, you watched the whole thing, man, I appreciate you. I really do, you know. And I hope you learned something from this. And if you did, like it and subscribe for more.